Well, hello there, my loves. Didn't expect to see me popping up today, I bet. I wasn't planning it either. I've just woken up, washed my wonderful, long, grey, fucked up hair, and come on here just to tell you what's happening this week. I've got the week off, so I'm going to try to be all over the place this week on the channel, perhaps. We'll see. So the first thing to look out for, of course, if you haven't already seen it, is the review I did yesterday. Now, yeah, YouTube slapped me over the chops with a warning for that one, and that was just because of the thumbnail. I misread it. It said, we've removed your content. Basically, they just removed the thumbnail, which showed me, well, my head stuck on the young gentleman sleeping beside two naked nymphs. For some reason, YouTube didn't like that. I think it's because their titties were out, my loves. And it's all very well exposed titties being on a book, but if you put it on a thumbnail, watch out, my loves. Just a warning. So, yeah, got to tread carefully this week. And one further discretion and I'll get a strike, and then you won't see me for a while. But we should be all right, unless, of course, my wand pops out at some point. This can always happen. Right, so that was that. So if this Wednesday there will be a new scratch card wizard video. So I reprise my role as a wizard. Well, I'm a secret wizard, you all know that. And yeah, I try to win my fortune. Will I be successful? Do I look happy? Well, we'll see. But it was quite a fun video to make, that one. What else will be popping up? Well, I'll try and do another book review as usual on Friday. And there will also be, if all goes to plan, a live stream or one of these pop-up radio things. And it's going to be fantasy related. So if anyone wants to come, it will be fantasy related. So you can choose whatever you like, if it's from films or kind of dungeon synth or anything remotely fantasy like, anything that will transport us all for a couple of hours to another realm filled with buxom beauties and wizards with incredibly long wands. So that might happen. So that'll either happen Wednesday night or Thursday night. We'll see. And then the usual video on the Friday. But we'll see how it goes. Aside from that, I've been working, I've finished writing, more or less, a sequel to the audio book thing, or audio play that I did, that Backrooms thing I did, about a man trapped in an endless corridor. And it's always played on my mind. I thought, what happened to that poor chap? So we get to hear what happens after he collapses at the end of that segment. I don't think things turn out too brilliantly for him in the second part, but at least you get to see a little bit more of what's going on in the background, perhaps. So yes, I've been doing that. I just need to record the audio version. I've just written it so far, my loves. What else? Is that all? Let an old man think, let an old man think. I haven't had a shit in 2 days. No, I'm normally fairly regular, and it's causing me no end of problems. I've had a stomachache for 12 hours or so. I'm putting it down to that. But everything appears to be hurting at the moment. With this, with the liver problem or anomalous results I had last time, I'm constantly thinking I'm dying. But I think it's just constipation, my loves. That's the trouble. If you stick the wand inside you a few times, this will happen. It wasn't my choosing. My wand has its own life. It has its own wants and desires, and sometimes I just can't stop it doing what it wants to do. Sorry, this is all off kilter here. Is there anything else? Yeah, I suppose one last thing. I was quite surprised that so many people watched that video I released last week about overly intellectualized bollocks and all of that. I was quite surprised because I just throw these little things out, and I'm never quite sure if anything will take or if anyone will appreciate these things, because I just do them on the spur of the moment, don't really consider them too much. So yeah, I'm glad. Well, thanks very much. And those few of you who subscribed off the back of it, absolutely miraculous. Normally I spend hours and hours working on a video and no one new comes into the fold. Not that I'm trying to swell our numbers too much. Increasingly, I'm starting to realize that it's really nice having our small unit, if you will, the dedicated core of this channel, the way we all interact and love each other in a wand way. So yes, hopefully the inexplicable never happens and our numbers swell to beyond breaching point. I don't think that's ever going to happen, but if it does, I don't know what I'm going to do. I might have to start again somewhere. But drastic measures. Okay, right, let's leave it there because I'm rambling like an old bastard. So there we are. Things to look out for in the coming week. Of course, there is also the possibility that none of that will happen, but I've definitely got the scratch card wizard in locked down, my love. So that will be on Wednesday, whatever happens. But hopefully I'll have a shit this morning and all will be well with the world. Anyway, let's leave it there. Cheerio, my loves, and see you soon. Wands up, my loves. Wands up.